it's Nicole from Nicole Loves Nails. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you're a returning subscriber. Today's video is for the June Hella Handmade Creations. I am very excited about today's video. I feel like I always say that, but I love nail polish. What do you guys want from me? Anyway, so yes, today is for the June Hella Handmade Creations. I have a total of 10 different brands to share with you all today. This is my biggest Hella Handmade Creations month ever, and thank you all so much. I'm just very excited overall. So if you are new, Hella Handmade Creations is a monthly indie collaboration. It features, I'm not sure how many brands, there's quite a few brands, and each brand has their own theme that they release polishes based off of. I'll have all the information down below. Hella Handmade Creations opens every month on the 15th. And again, I will have all of the sale details linked down below. Let's just get into the video. First up, we have Alter Ego with My Tall Bearded Iris. Alter Ego is continuing their bearded iris theme. This one is described as a yellow base with white shimmer. It's priced at $10 for 17 ml and has no cap. My Tall Bearded Iris had a fantastic formula. It didn't feel overly thick or thin, and I did not have any application issues with this polish. You can see that it is pretty sheer here in 2 coats. It does build up very nicely in 3 coats, but you still will have some fairly visible nail line. It's not too terrible. I feel like my clear gel is kind of exaggerating how sheer it is, but in some lighting you will have very obvious visible nail line. I don't remember why I didn't show this one over a blurring base coat. I don't know why I didn't. Anyway, so the shimmer does not show brush strokes. It's really stunning. If anyone is interested, I did compare this one to this month's Polish Pickup Bright Puppy in my Polish Pickup Comparisons video. I will have that linked down below as well as in the cards if anyone is interested in watching. They are not dupes, but they are both yellows. Next up, we have Bee's Knees Lacquer with Feel the Vibrations. Bee's Knees is continuing their Ghost Adventures theme. This one is described as a soft gray with a glowy orange to green shimmer and is loaded with hollow flakies. It's priced at $13 for 15 ml and has no cap. Feel the Vibrations had a fantastic formula, nothing less than what I would expect from a Bee's Knees Lacquer polish. It didn't feel overly thick or thin, and I did not have any application issues. I did notice that the shimmer was just a little brush strokey, but the hollow flakes largely distract from any brush strokes that you might see in the shimmer. The shimmer is also very glowy in person, and I was seeing all of the described colors. The gray base, I would say, is medium to on the lighter side. Not so light that you would confuse it with like a white. It's definitely a gray. It's just really, really stunning. This one is going to be opaque in 2 coats on pretty much everyone. Longer nails might need to go in for 3 coats. I use 3 coats. Nothing in here dried down textured or will be difficult to remove. Next up, we have Color Spectrum Polish with I Object. This one is the final polish in the Legally Blonde series, and it's described as a glitter topper with neon pink, lime green, and royal blue dot glitters, along with green, purple, and blue glass glitters, and a hefty amount of blue to purple iridescent glitters. It's priced at $11 for 13 ml and has a cap of 100 bottles. I Object had a really great formula. It was slightly on the thicker side, but I didn't have any formula or application issues. And also, it was really, really humid the day I was swatching this one. It was like close to 70% humidity inside of the house. So that thickness might have been due to the humidity. I know I did have a lot of bubbling in my swatch photos from the humidity. So that is just something to note. Anyway, so I found that the glitters all spread out pretty evenly in this one. I did find myself dabbing them onto a few spots. I think this is pretty good coverage for 1 coat. You might end up doing a little dibby dabbing to get glitters where you want them. I don't really think you'll need to do multiple coats, but if you want to get more glitters, hold the bottle upside down. I will admit this isn't my favorite kind of brush for glitter toppers. I really prefer the wide paddle brushes, especially for toppers. But for such a skinny brush, this was actually, it applied really nicely. The glitters did not dry down textured or anything like that. And since this is the final polish for the Color Spectrum Polishes Legally Blonde, I made a little collage here, and you can see all of my nail legs from this past year. Next up, we have Fancy Gloss with I'm Not a Glitch. This is the final polish in the Fancy Gloss Princess series, and it's described as a dark gray when cold to teal when warm, with blue, green, teal, copper, gold, red, pink, and purple clear flakies. It's priced at $12.50 for 15 ml and has a cap of 100 bottles. I'm Not a Glitch had a great formula. It didn't feel overly thick or thin, and I did not have any application issues. The flakies all spread out evenly and easily on their own and did not give off any texture. I found the cold state of this one is like on the darker end of a medium gray, with kind of like a cool blue kind of hint to it, and the warm state is like a dark aqua leaning teal. It very much reminds me of the character from Wreck-It Ralph. I can't remember what her name is right now, but I'll pop a picture here because I can't remember what her name is. This had really great coverage in 2 coats. I think shorter nails will probably be good in 2. Longer nails will want to go in for 3. No issues on removal or with staining. Next up, we have Heather's Hues with You're the Contraband. This one is the next polish in the Handmaid's Tale series, and it's described as a black base filled with a gold to green to blue shimmer, gold hollow, gold hex glitters, hollow gold shreds, and gold silver multi-chrome flakies. It's priced at $12.50 for 15 ml and has no cap. You're the Contraband had a really great formula. I think this one is going to be a 2-coater on pretty much everyone. Other than adding more glitter flakies and such, I don't really see anyone needing to do 3 coats. I'm actually going to do 2 coats for this one. Nothing in here dried down like super textured. I only needed 1 coat of top coat to completely smooth it out. I found that the black base had like a hint of green to it from what I'm assuming is the shimmer. The glitter and flakies all spread out evenly and easily on their own. This is a very glitzy, sparkly polish. Removal will be on the tricky side due to all of the components in this. Next up is LynB Designs with, I have been dreading saying this all day, Je Suis Prest. I'm sorry, I can't. I looked it up on Google. I'm just terrible at pronouncing things. The name is up here for you to pronounce it however you want. This is the final polish in the Outlander series. It's described as a blackened plum-based multichrome with purple to gold to green to pink color shifts and hollow flakies. It's priced at $13 for 15 ml and has a cap of 250 bottles. This polish had a really great formula. It was a little bit on the sheer side, so you'll definitely want to build this one up in 3 coats. I will have a swatch photo of this one in 1 coat over black. It looks pretty close to, it's slightly darker over black than it is in 3 coats, but it is pretty similar. So I was seeing all of the described colors in person. This was extremely color shifty. Just wow, I'm looking at the footage right now as I record this, and it's just like, boom, that is freaking gorgeous. So I did have some very, very slight brush strokes through the multi-chrome shimmer, but I really had to search for them. Nothing in here dried down textured or will be difficult to remove. Next up, we have MLF Lacquer with Heavenly Messenger. MLF Lacquer is continuing their Butterflies theme, and this one is described as a medium orange crelly with red to orange to gold UCC flakies, red to orange to green Aurora shimmer, and silver holographic ultra fine glitters. This one is priced at $11 for 15 ml and has a cap of 100 bottles. Heavenly Messenger had a great formula. It didn't feel overly thick or thin, and I did not have any application issues. The flakies all spread out evenly and easily on their own without needing to do anything special. I found in person the orange base has like a hint of a peachiness to it. I feel like my swatch photos came out very pumpkin-y. This is definitely like a medium orange, not a pumpkin orange, not a peachy orange, like it is a medium orange. So the shimmer effect in this one really comes alive with top coat, and the glitters don't give off any texture. This is going to be a 2 to 3 coater depending on preference. I did find that the third coat deepened the color to what I was seeing in the bottle, but 2 coats it was passable. Nothing in here dried down textured or will be difficult to remove. Next up we have Music City Beauty with Million Reasons. Music City Beauty is continuing their Lady Gaga theme, and this one is described as a light pink scattered holographic. It is priced at $11.50 for 15 ml and has a cap of 100 bottles. Million Reasons had a great Crelly-like formula. It was very opaque on the first coat. In person, this looks like a soft pink with like a silver shimmer. The holographic sparkle is very, very delicate in this. I really wish I was able to get daylight shots for this one because I really would like to see how this looks in natural lighting. Fortunately, the weather was not working for me that day. This is going to be a 2 to 3 coater depending on your application. All of my nails except for my live swatch nail were good in 2 coats. I don't know what was going on that nail, but all the others were good in 2 coats, and the live swatch nail definitely needed that 3rd coat. Nothing in here dries down textured or will be difficult to remove, and I did not experience any staining. Next up we have Red Eyed Lacquer with What Do You See? Red Eyed Lacquer is continuing their Eric Carle series, and this one is inspired by Brown Bear, Brown Bear. This one is described as a medium brown Crelly with gold metallic flakies. It's priced at $12.50 and has a cap of 100 bottles. What Do You See had a great formula. I felt it skirted the line between a jelly and a Crelly polish, but those flakies look so amazing in this base. I always say this when I have browns with gold flakies, but I love this color combination so much. Like, it's just so beautiful. This polish is going to be opaque in 2 to 3 coats depending on your nail length. Shorter nails will probably be good in 2 coats. I think for personal wear, I would probably wear this one in 2 coats as well. I had a little bit of transparency on my tips, but for personal wear, I really don't mind that kind of thing. Nothing in here dried down textured or will be overly difficult to remove. And the final polish I have to share is by Swamp Gloss. This one is called Southbound and Down. Swamp Gloss is starting a new theme with Archie Vice. This one is described as a bright berry scattered hollow base with a red to gold to green aurora shimmer and iridescent flakies. This one is priced at $13 for 15 ml and has a cap of 200 bottles. This one had a great jelly-like formula. It applied evenly and easily, and the flakes all spread out very nicely as well. This one is a super, super bright pinkish berry shade, and my camera was just kind of freaking out. I should have lowered the exposure, but hindsight and all that. So this one's going to be opaque in 2 to 3 coats depending on personal preference. I found 3 coats gives you a color depth that you see in the bottle, but this does have really nice coverage in 2 coats. I will note you will have some slight visible nail line with this polish. It's very slight. But yeah, nothing in here dried down textured or will be difficult to remove, and I did not experience any staining. Alright, and so that is everything. I had a pretty hard time deciding on what I was going to pick for my favorites. I had a ton of really great polishes this month. I'll do a top 5. My top 5 would have to be... So my first top pick is the Swamp Gloss polish. I love pink polishes, I love flaky polishes, and I thought this one was very fantastic. It was just so beautiful. Number 2 would be the Alter Ego polish. It's a yellow. That's why I love it. I thought it was fantastic. For a comparison of this one to the yellow that was available in the June polish pickup, check out my polish pickup comparisons video. I compared the two. They're not dupes. They're not actually particularly similar, but if you were curious, I did compare them in that video. My next favorite would be the Heather's Hues polish. I don't usually gravitate towards like dark, like black polishes, But there's something about a black base with glitter in it that I always find very enjoyable, and when it's holographic, I enjoy it even more. Next favorite is by Red Eyed Lacquer. So I mentioned this in my Geekish Glitter video, that there's something about a brown base with gold glitter in it, and flakies, that I just find very appealing. I just really love the way brown base with gold like components added in. There's just something about that that I find really enjoyable. So this was another top pick for me. And the polish that I'm throwing this in here as a favorite because I was genuinely surprised that I liked it, like the color of it, is the MLF Lacquer polish. I'm not usually an orange kind of polish kind of person. I don't know, I don't usually like orange. But there was something about this orange base with the glitter and the flakies that I just really found very enjoyable. It was just really beautiful. So those were my favorites. I would love to know, are you picking anything up for this, for Hella Handmade Creations? If so, what are you picking up? I do also want to mention to make sure to check out the Overstock section on HellaHandmadeCreations.com. They are bringing back some polishes that were originally released in November. Yeah, it's November. They are bringing back some polishes that were available in November. Those do have a low cap on them. Out of all the polishes in there, I have swatches for the Heather's Hues polish up on my blog. Thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you on the next one. Bye.